Uh, Good morning, my dear students and respectable staff members. Today, I am going to deliver a lecture on motivation. This is the final year syllabus in the final year students of basics of management uh, in mechanical engineering. So, today I am going to discuss about that. So, as you all know that the in any industry there are some inputs and some outputs are there, and in between inputs and outputs there is a process. So, inputs we take the inputs as men, machines and materials. So, you can buy a new technology, you can buy a new machinery, you can buy new materials, but without the relentless effort of the men who are working in the industry. So, productivity can't be achieved, output can't be increased. So, you can't increase productivity and efficiency without the active involvement of the workers in an industry. So, uh, no work is generally done without motivation. You can buy a man's time, but you can't buy his physical presence at any given place, but you can't buy his willingness, you can't buy his loyalty for work. Therefore, in order to create the desire among the workers, they should be motivated towards a common goal. Motivation is a personal trait, hence it is different for different individuals, because different individuals have different types of needs. So, some have a desire to desire for money, some have a desire for self respect, and some persons may have desire for some other type of incentives. So, there are different motivations for different types of people. The term motivation is derived from the term motive. For motivating an individual, there should be some motive or need. uh, Motive is that desire which directs the person's energy and effort towards a goal. Needs, drives, wishes, wants, emotions, interests are all motives. When a person does some work, there is always a need behind it, because worker may need a salary for his work. He may do his work for some personal achievements. So, there are different types of motivations for each and every work. Uh, so, when a person does some work, there is always some need behind it, which motivates him for doing work. A strong positive motivation will increase employee performance, but negative motivation will reduce their performance. Negative motivation means we give some type of punishment. If a worker does not work properly inside the industry, so the industry people or management give some punishment to him, like he he is denied promotion, he is a cut in salary is being made. So, these are different types of negative motivation. So, negative motivation does not inspire a person, instead it prevents dissatisfaction among the workers of any industry. So, motivation is an important function of manager. It deals with actuating the people to work for accomplishment of objectives of the organization. In any organization, the people work together for accomplishment of common goal. So, for achievement of common goal, every person should do his 100%, he put his 100% energy into the work. So, for putting 100% energy into the work, he should be motivated enough to do that type of job. So, we are going to discuss about this. So, this outline of my presentation is this definition of, first is definition of motivation, how you can define motivation. Second is what are the different types of factors that affect motivation, and what are the motivational techniques which are being used in any industry, like incentives. Some industries are providing incentives for their workers, for their staff. So, what are the different motivational techniques, and what are the different motivational theories, like in the traditional theories, they take people as machines, but the human being is not a machine. You can put a machine to work, and uh, but after all human beings are human beings. So, they have to be motivated for getting the 100% work from them, and what is the motivational process, and what is motivation and job satisfaction, because job satisfaction after all it is related to the motivation of a person who is doing the job. So, suppose a company is employing number of people for in their industry, like for different production functions, like in manufacturing department, in purchase department, then in research and development R&D department. So, different types of departments are there in any industry. So, we are employing a number of people, number of rather this is in this age we employ the specialist in each and every work. For research and development people, some researchers are employed. So, they should be motivated enough, so that they should not run away from the industry. So, like motivations, like here we are showing money. Money is one of the motivations, like salaries, good salaries, then rewards. If you are rewarding the good performing employees, then a time you are not consuming the extra time of your employees. If the company is consuming the extra time of the employees, they will not be satisfied, or they will not be motivated to do the work. So, we should not you find out before they run away? Yes, definitely we should find out what motivates our employees, so that they should not run away from the work. So, first, what is motivation? Motivation inspires people to give their best performance. We can as I already told you that the best performance of the people can be, we can have best performance by motivating these people. So, that they are giving their best, they are providing their best effort to the for achievement of the common goal of the organization. Like if we take the example of some hockey match. So, every player must be giving his 100%. If only goalkeeper is giving his 100% and other players are not motivated enough to play well. So, that team can't win the match. So, same thing happens in the industry. If the proper motivation is not there, the people will not give their best performance, and when they do not give their best performance, so there will be compromise in quality, there will be compromise in productivity, or there will be compromise in efficiency of that organization. So, in this age only those organizations survive which have best performing people, or which have very good productivity and very good efficiency. So, workers need something to keep them working. Sometimes just salary is not enough. Uh, uh, Salary is not enough for the employees to stay focused and motivated towards their tasks. They require something apart from the salary. So, we will discuss about all these factors in the later slides. So, now different types different for motivation is different for different people and professions. A student is motivated because he goes to school or college with motivation of studying and becoming better educated. So, like if a person is coming to earn a degree or a diploma, in each and every year of course, a number of subjects are, they study number of subjects, and these subject in studying each and every subject, some value is added to that person. So, there is a different motive. So, he is going to college for becoming better educated. A team player plays a match with the motivation to earn recognition. So, then a person work hard, a manager work hard to get the better work through their workers, and a worker or a person who works hard with the motivation of earning more money to meet the basic needs and lead a comfortable life. So, different people have different types of motivation, and the motivation depends upon the level of the person also. Like if a worker is promoted to promoted to supervisor, so he will have a different types of requirements. He will if that supervisor is promoted to assistant manager or manager, so his needs will be different. So, different people have different types of motivation, like in the case of worker, he is only concerned with his survival, but a manager is more concerned with his needs, and he may require luxuries of luxuries for his comfortable stay. So, these are different types of motivation for different types of people and professions. Now, what are the advantages of motivation? So, motivation leads to motivation satisfaction. Motivation satisfaction is the degree to which individuals feel positively or negatively about their jobs. If the individual or any person or any worker, he feels positive about his job, that he is fully satisfied. So, it means he is motivated enough. If he is feeling negatively about their job, so like he is not, he thinks that he is not paid well through this job. So, he will not be satisfied enough, and he will try to change his job frequently. So, frequent turnover will be there in case the individuals are feeling negatively about their jobs. So, motivation leads to satisfaction. Motivation satisfaction, this is the biggest achievement which is accrued with the motivation. So, second is organizational commitment. It refers to degree to which a person is strongly identifies and feels a part of the organization, and the organizations are successful only when there is a feeling of when the workers or personnel working in the industry, they feel they are part of the organization, and the success or failure of the organization will be their own success or failure. So, the organizational commitment comes with the motivation. So, third is job involvement. It refers to the willingness of a person to work hard and apply effort beyond normal job expectations. He is expected to do his job, but he is doing more than that. He is fully involved in his job. So, proper job involvement, it comes only with a motivation. So, then comes the cause high performance. This is another very big advantage of this motivation. The rewards cause both satisfaction and good performance. So, we are both satisfied, the persons, the workers feel satisfied, and they give their best performance. It suggests that a proper allocation of rewards can positively influence both performance and satisfaction to the workers in any organization. So, then it reduces absenteeism. So, if the personnel are not satisfied with their work, so they will try to avoid the work, they will try to take maximum leaves, whether it is without pay leave or whether it is with pay leave. So, they will try to avoid the work. So, in case they are motivated enough, they will definitely come to the factory, they will definitely come to an organization. So, when they will attend their work regularly, or so the performance of the organization will be good. So, then the reduced turnover, when the people terminate their employment with the present organization. So, there is turnover in the organization. So, it reduces the turnover. If the people are satisfied, they will not change their jobs, they will not change their organization. So, this is the biggest problem the industries are facing, like the people gets training, or people working with some industry, and then they leave that industry and they shift to another industry. So, the expenditure which is involved in their training, or the sources of the organization which are spent on their training, they go waste, they are wasted. So, the reduced turnover, which is one of the biggest advantage of the this motivation. So, now there are two types of motivation. First is positive motivation, and second is negative motivation. When a manager wants to get more work from his subordinates, he will have to motivate them for improving their performance. Motivation encourages people to act effectively in the organization. Every company achieves its goal through the effort of employees. Companies use incentives for extracting more work for rewards, better reports, or fear of getting getting uh, getting out from the organization. So, positive motivation and negative motivation. Positive motivation is based on incentives and awards. So, it is if you give some award to the good performing people, so they will be positively motivated to do their work. The incentives may be in the shape of more pay, they more promotions, recognition of work, accelerated promotions. That accelerated promotion is one of the good way of positive motivation. By incentives, employees try to improve their performance willingly. Positive motivation brings high standard of performance. It increases working capacity of the employees. Positive motivation is achieved by cooperation of employees. It brings a feeling of happiness among workers, and hence they enjoy their work or duties. So, second is negative motivation. Negative motivation is based on negative emotions such as fear or punishment, etc. For example, if workers do not work accordingly, then they may have to be punished with demotion or less salary. This fear work as a push and forces employees to work hard. In this techniques, employees do not willingly cooperate, they do work just to avoid punishment. Negative motivation has bad effect on working efficiency of the workers. This type of motivation brings anger and frustration among employees, and the turnover factor which we have discussed in the previous slides. This is strongly related with this type of negative motivation. If the personnel are negatively motivated, they will do their work, but they will change their job or they will quit the company whenever they get the chance from the other organization. So, this is negative motivation. This type of motivation brings anger and frustration among the employees. It becomes a root of several industrial problems like unrest and strikes. Recently, a strike occurred at Maruti plant near Gurgaon. So, it was due to the negative motivation, because the people the people they were they were having fear that they will be uh, they will be just relieved from the company if they don't they do their work properly. So, negative motivation. So, this gave rise to unrest and strikes. It affects the relationship between employers and employees. In spite of drawbacks of negative motivation, this method is also commonly used in Indian industries to achieve the desired results. Now, importance we have already discussed. High performance motivated employees put maximum efforts for achieving organizational goals. Motivated employees give best performance and increase productivity, and the employees should be offered incentives, otherwise they deserve for otherwise also they deserve for their increased efforts. Low employee turnover, better organizational image, better industrial relations, it creates confidence among the employees. If they are motivated enough, they will be confident enough, so that they work towards achieving their goal, common goal of the organization. Increased productivity and uh, increased efficiency are the two other advantages of this type of motivation. Biggest advantage, increased productivity of the organization. We have more output with the same amount of inputs. So, productivity and efficiency of the organization is increased. Now, we come to internal motives and external motives. So, like every person works for some motive, like a person do work hard work for to earn money, a team plays to win a match, a worker does overtime work to earn extra money. So, motives are the state of attention, needs, drives, wishes, wants, emotions, interest, etc. All of these are motives. I am once again repeating these things. So, it needs, drives, wishes, wants, emotions, interest, all of these are motives. Motives may be classified into two types, one are internal motives and one are external motives. So, internal motives are status attached to the job, interest in doing a job well, work according to his interest, self determination, freedom, etc. Internal drives push a person towards an employer, a particular job and a particular career, etc. So, these are they comes from the within of a person. So, job status, interest in doing his job well, if he is interested in doing his job well, then only he will do his job well. You can buy his time, but you can't buy his loyalty. He will only will doing his job well if he is internally motivated and satisfied to do his work. So, second are external motives. External motives are pay and praise, job security, employment, safe work environment, rewards, incentives. So, these are the some of the external motives in an organization. So, positive incentives like financial incentives, non-financial incentives, security of job security, job security provides great motivation to the employees. If an employee's job is secured, he will give his best to an enterprise. If he does not have security, then his mind will not be concentrated on his work. So, he will not create indiscipline or show carelessness unless he has a job security. So, praise or recognition, praise is another non financial incentive to satisfy the ego needs of the employees. Sometimes praise becomes more effective than any other incentive. To be praised, employees try to give their best ability to the concern. Then suggestion schemes, job enrichment, promotion opportunities. So, promotion opportunity is also one of the external motives of the work, it is an effective tool to motivate employees. If the employees are provided opportunities for growth, they feel satisfied, they become more committed to the organization and work more effectively. So, there will be equal opportunity among all the employees to for the promotion, otherwise some of the employees may feel demotivated. So, equal opportunity should be provided. So, this acts as a external motive in the organization. Then comes the intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation comes from inside the individual. It occurs when people are internally motivated to do something, because it gives them pleasure. Work is giving them pleasure. It can't be seen. It does not depend upon the external pressure. Intrinsic motivation is stronger than the extrinsic motivation. For example, most people have passion to collect coins. Some people are passionate to collect books. Students are intrinsically motivated if they are interested in mastering a topic rather than just learning to achieve good marks. So, if a student is interested in a particular type of subject, he will be motivated enough to learn that subject practically. So, that is intrinsic motivation. So, then comes the extrinsic motivation. It comes from the outside of the individual. Common intrinsic motivations are like money, grades, threat or fear of punishment. Competition is extrinsic because it encourages the performer to win. In extrinsic motivation, rewards provide satisfaction and pleasure rather than the task itself. Nobody is concerned with the task, but the organization are concerned with the rewards itself. So, people are more concerned with their rewards. So, they are not concerned with their job. So, they are not concerned with their tasks. So, extrinsic motivation does not mean that a person will not get any pleasure from work. It just means that pleasure will come from some external award. For example, a student who dislikes one subject may be motivated to work hard on that subject problem by promising a reward after completing it. A student may dislike an assignment, he may find it boring, but the possibility of good grade will be the extrinsic motivational factor which makes him complete the assignment. Then there are two types of theories. traditional theories and modern theories. Motivation is very important to the organization, and organization success depends upon its motivator employees to a great extent. There are two main approaches to motivation. One is traditional approach and second is modern approach. The traditional approach consider human beings as machines. Uh, these are the two traditional approaches: fear and punishment, efforts and rewards theory. So, the traditional approach considers human beings as machines. They feel that the employees do not have inner feelings, but modern approach proved that human beings are not machines. Money is not just sufficient to motivate the employees. People have social and self actualization needs also. Ever since then, many people have engaged to finding answer to the basic questions: what motivates people. All the theories try to focus on this issue. So, in the modern theories, Maslow's theory, and then Alderfer's ERG theory and Herzberg theory is the 3 or 4 theories. One X and Y theory is also there. So, these are the modern theories which are which has which have been researched by the researchers. These theories have greater practical basis than these traditional theories. So, first let us come to the Maslow's theory. Maslow's theory. This theory was developed by Abraham Maslow, who was a psychologist. So, in 1943 he published a paper, a theory of human motivation, in Psychology Review. This is an international journal for psychology people. So, Abraham H. Maslow, he published this paper in the Psychology Review. So, this theory has been taken from that paper only, and this is the universally accepted theory of the motivation. He felt that Maslow felt that the individuals have a complex set of strong needs. So, they have different types of needs. Human needs have certain priority. When people's basic needs are satisfied, then people try to satisfy their higher needs. Maslow stated that the people have first the physiological needs, then if their physiological needs are satisfied, then their security needs, then they are concerned with their security needs. The physiological needs are taken at the first step. It is the lower bottom of this pyramid. These are the strongest needs. These needs related to survival and maintenance of a human life. These needs includes food. This I am indicating food at this place, because food is the physiological need. Without food, the person can't survive. So, this is the most basic need of a person. So, clothing, shelter, air, water and other necessities of life, these are the physiological needs. Human beings try to satisfy these needs first. So, these needs must be satisfied. So, all other needs like esteem, belongingness, security have to come afterwards of physiological needs. If these needs are satisfied, then the persons are moved to the second step, that is the security needs. Security needs means security needs, safety and security needs. These needs are also important for most of the people. If the person's physiological needs are satisfied, so he must be secured enough. He must have job security, protection against danger, security of income, provision of old age like old age pension, then insurance against risk and medical insurance. These are the second level of the needs which are proposed by Maslow's theory. Then third comes the social needs. Social needs means once second level of the needs, that is the security needs are satisfied, the human beings try to satisfy their social needs. Human beings are social beings. They want to belong to social groups where their emotional needs of love, attraction, warmth and friendship are satisfied. Like friendship, friendship is one of the needs which comes at the third level. After the physiological needs are satisfied, security needs are satisfied, then these social needs come at the third level. Then comes the esteem and status needs. These needs are concerned with the self respect, self confidence, recognition, knowledge, independence, achievement, power and control. These needs give individual a sense of self worth and ego satisfaction. He must have some status in his job. So, he must have a good job title. So, for organizational example, he must have some good job title. He like the person, if his needs are satisfied, he has good friends, he has security needs are satisfied, then he will be requiring that he must have a job title of manager. So, this is the he must have a good status. This is the fourth level of the human needs, this proposed by Maslow. Then comes the self actualization needs. Self actualization needs, these are the needs of the highest order. After all the other needs are satisfied, a man has a desire for personal achievement. He wants to do something which is challenging. It is beneficial